We talk about how expensive it is to live in this city all the time, so you want to manage the money that we do have, right? Make sure it's spent for things that we really need it. One thing that's driving up all of our costs is insurance rates.
Right. So when accidents occur, lawsuits can be filed, investigations take place, settlements sometimes happen. Insurance costs then go up on owners, and owners try to offset the extra expense by charging tenants more. Well, now for the frustrating part, of course, some of these claims are total fakes, basically.
You see a bunch of them right here. In fact, the National Insurance Crime Bureau it reports New York City is number one place in the country for fake slip and fall claims, which is very disappointing. So what's being done about this? Well, 7 on Your Side's investigative reporter Kristin Thorne joins us to tell us more about it. Just shocking when you see those videos.
Yeah, I mean, look, it really is shocking to look at those, and then you see the claims that then come out of those alleged falls. What is a slip and fall claim? I first want to explain that. So a slip and fall claim is people who say they fell on a sidewalk because there was something wrong with it, maybe a crack or a defect. In New York City, property owners are required to maintain the sidewalk outside their buildings. So if someone gets hurt from a problem on their sidewalk, they sue the building owner. But what if the claim is fake? To the building's insurance, it doesn't matter whether the claim is fake or legit. It can cost thousands of dollars to investigate and process the claim. So what do? The insurance companies, they raise the building's insurance rate, and then the building is forced to pass along that cost to everyone in the building. Look at this sidewalk in the Bronx. There's no visible damage. Along come two men on a scooter.
They get off the scooter, and you see one of them breaking up the sidewalk.
Minutes later, there's a long black hole in the sidewalk.
Fast forward to about 2 a.m., so it's early the next morning. You see a gentleman walking in the same area, and all of a sudden, he kind of drags his foot, and he just falls.
The man filed an injury claim against the owner of the building where the sidewalk is located. The building's attorney, Mark Sloan, is fighting the claim and suspects the chain of events are no coincidence.
He's claiming he injured his left knee, he's claiming he injured his right knee, and he's also claiming psychological injuries and that he can't work. What are the coincidences that a person, two people, whatever, just pull up, get off a bike, and just start breaking up a sidewalk, and then X amount of hours later, somebody just happens to allegedly trip and fall over a defect that didn't exist prior to a few hours before the incident? It's 100% fraud.
According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, New York City is the #1 city in the country for questionable slip and fall claims. We obtained video after video showing questionable trip and fall incidents on New York sidewalks. In one of them, a building owner told us the man in this video claimed he was so severely injured on the sidewalk that he was disabled. He filed a lawsuit against the building owner, who spoke with us but did not want to be identified.
I feel this is like some type of setup that goes on beyond our control.
According to court documents, the law firm representing the man later withdrew from the lawsuit, saying the firm had ethical concerns. A judge dismissed the case. But it's too late for the building owner. He owes his insurance company a $10,000 deductible because they had to investigate the claim.
These costs are not a freebie. Somebody needs to bear them.
Mark Brown with St. John's University Greenberg School of Risk Management and Insurance explains that fake slip and fall claims lead to renters paying more in rent and homeowners paying more in their insurance.
I hope that people will understand that they suffer as a result of this.
The ones who aren't suffering, the people profiting off these fake claims, raking in big bucks in settlements. Remember this case from earlier in our story. Court documents obtained by Eyewitness News show one of these guys taking photos and measurements of the sidewalk damage is tied to the legal team representing, you guessed it, the man who slipped and fell.
It's not legitimate. It's fraud.
Shortly after we reached out to the law firm about this, the firm dropped the case. They submitted a letter to the judge saying that their client, the man who fell in that video, may have committed fraud. The law firm did not respond to our emails or calls for comment. The New York City Comptroller says in fiscal year 2023 alone, the city spent $53.5 million in taxpayer money on sidewalk slip and fall claims.
Are those fake slip and fall claims?
We don't know. We don't know.
Okay.
But this is happening at such a scale that, yes, I believe, and most insurance experts will tell you that some of that 53.5 absolutely is involving some fake claims.
It impacts everyone. You're talking about $53 million. Remember, libraries were shut down. They needed about $50 million. That's money away from libraries, us, the public,
used
police.
there.
That could be used everywhere.
This is the point. This is fraud. This is stealing from
and
people.
It sounds like
and
it's very
stealing from
difficult,
everybody.
that there's a lot of red tape to fight these cases and like prove that it's fraud.
Well, now building owners are getting smart. They have the cameras up. They're starting to fight these claims. Up to this point, they've been resistant to do that. Insurance companies want to settle. It's cheaper, believe it or not, it is cheaper for them to settle than to fight these claims. But now there's a movement to really start fighting these, because you look at those videos and you go, this can't be.
So really quick, he dropped his case, right? He dropped his case, and they were like, this could be fraud. Is there any recourse for that? Is there any criminality that can be claimed now that we
Sure. So Mark Sloan, who you saw there, is going after this law firm to try to understand what did they know, what did they not know, trying to understand, you know, a lot of times these plaintiffs will walk away from this fraud, and now building owners and their lawyers are getting a little more aggressive with saying, you know what, you can't just walk away. What, you already filed a claim. You have hurt our building owner and our tenants by just doing this, right? Because you heard me say they have to
you have to pay out anyway.
It doesn't
for the investigation.
matter, and so the damage is done.
Yeah.
And so these companies and the building owners, they're getting more aggressive with trying to figure out how is this all working.
We should say that to anyone who is truly injured, you know, we want you to get the full thing that you should get. This is about someone who's taking advantage of the system and costing us all money. Big difference.
Big difference. Wow. Yep, absolutely.
All right.